Hi class, let's take a look at example 2. And when they mean to find the general formula on these problems, they want a sub n. So technically, we're looking for a generic formula. In this case, they mean a sub n. Now, since they don't give us any information, these may or may not be arithmetic or geometric. They basically want us to take a look and see if you can guess the pattern. If you cannot guess the pattern, then you're going definitely to the formulas and see if they apply. Remember that arithmetic, the sequence is being added or subtracted by a specific constant. Geometric, the sequence is being multiplied. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. And as we're trying to develop the pattern, you have to you have to see at the following pattern. So the value of 3 occurs with n is equal to 1. The value of 0 occurs with n is equal to 2. And the value of -3 occurs when n is equal to 3. So we have to look at those basic patterns in order to actually come up with the sequence. And then one value that I notice is that each of those terms is being subtracted by 3. And not just 3, but the values of technically 3 times 1. So one way to obtain the actual 3 could be if you have the values of 6 minus 3 times 1. Now, this is just a guess, and it has to fit for all the patterns. So for the next one should be 6 minus 3 times 2. That's going to give you 0. And the next one should be 6 minus 3 times 3. So the first one will be the values of 3. The second one would be 0. The next one would be, 6 minus 9 is equal to -3. There's also multiple ways to obtain these patterns. We only need technically one formula. So in this case, the values of a of n happens to be 6 minus the values of 3n. This is at least one formula that would work on giving us the patterns. Okay, let's take a look at problem B. Now on B, we have the same idea. N is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, and n is equal to 3 to obtain the following. And one of the patterns that I noticed as we're looking at, each of these numerical values is that technically it's being reduced, but it's not being reduced by a constant value. Well, it is a constant value, but from the starting point. So for example, the value of 6 is technically, or could be expressed as 7 minus 1. The value of 5, so in this case I'm saying that 6 is equal to 7 minus 1. 5 is equal to 7 minus 2. And 4 is equal to 7 minus 3. So it appears that the pattern, or one pattern at least, a sub n is equal to, in this case, 7 minus n. That would give us a pattern for this particular one. Okay, so let's take a look at the last one. And this one is actually very easy to actually determine. A sub n is equal to 1 over x to the n. There's really nothing to do on this one. You can see that your denominators, so in this case, this is the main answer of as long as that x is not equal to 0. You can see that your denominators are going, in terms of the exponents, they're being increased by 1. So that would be x to the n. So no need to try to guess a pattern. That's what we're looking on this particular one.